Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Natalie Caitlin and my channel name is TheStylishMed. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new here, please do subscribe to my channel and join the family, and if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back again. It has been a long minute since I sat down and filmed a video, whether it's questions or whatever. I just, for the past 2 months or so, I've just been posting like vlogs and trying to get everything out of the way, like whatever happened after I graduated till relocating and all that kind of stuff. So I just wanted to put all that out so that we can start the year with fresh content. So I have received hundreds of questions ever since I left Botswana and came to Tanzania. A lot of you want to know, why did I move? How did I do it? Why am I here? Am I staying here forever? And so forth and so forth and so forth. There's so many questions. Today, these are the questions I want to be answering. Without wasting much more time, let's get right into it. So, welcome to Tanzania. Are you going to work in Tanzania? Yes, I've already been working here for 2 months now. Well, almost 2 months now. I came here in October and I started working in November, and I'm filming this right now at the end of December. So yeah, I'm working here. I'm doing my internship, my medical internship. In most countries, when you graduate from med school and you start working, you are an intern, like for the first year. Some countries, their internship is 2 years, some 3 years, some 1 year, but here my internship here is 1 year, and that is what I'm doing here in Tanzania at the moment. Okay, where am I now? I am in Dar es Salaam in Tanzania. How did I manage to get a job in Tanzania? I thought you were gonna work. How did you manage to get a job in Tanzania? I thought you were going to work in Botswana. To be honest, I never saw myself working in Botswana. Like, my plan initially, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do my internship, like my pre-graduation internship, that clerkship thing that I did there for a year, and then if I enjoy it, if I like it, I'll stay. But by my 3rd or 4th month, I was definitely sure that I'm not staying. How did you manage to get placement in Tanzania, if you don't mind sharing? So it's really straightforward. Like, it's not as complex as people seem to think it is. All you really have to do is to get your degree verified if you studied outside of Tanzania, which probably, if you ask me this question, you did. So you first apply to the Tanzania Commission of Universities. All these links in the description box. You apply there, you make an account and you upload your degree, your certificates, your high school stuff, everything that you have, basically all your academic qualifications, your passport, your birth certificate. There's a bunch of documents you apply, but it's all there on the website. The information is all there, and you upload all that stuff. They verify your degree, if it's legit or not. If it's legit, you get verified, and then you apply for internship. So applying for internship is also done online, but you have to be in the country. So what I did was, when I got my degree, immediately after I applied to have it verified, and then it got verified like in September, and then in October I came, because internship typically starts end of October, early November, and then I waited for the portal to open so that you can start choosing your hospitals and stuff, and I did that and then started working. It's a really simple process. Why did I move, and how was I able to keep it a secret for that long? Guys, honestly, I'm a private person, and the way I just make sure that people don't know anything is by not saying anything. So yes, I was online every day, I was posting things every day. I just wasn't posting where I was. Like, I just didn't share my location. It wasn't that deep. I just didn't tell anyone. I just did my things in silence and moved and came, and then posted one day that I was here. It wasn't like, it's really easy for me to keep things to myself because I'm a very private person to begin with. I don't want people knowing about my business. I don't want people knowing, you know, my personal life, my plans, until I am ready to share. And at the time, I wasn't ready to share what I was doing, and so I just kept it to myself. It wasn't that deep. Why Tanzania? So I came here because, actually, let's reverse a little. when I was still in China doing my 4th year, 3rd year, 5th year, I decided that I was going to go back to Africa to do my final year. I decided that I wasn't going to do my final year in China. The light is coming in and out and I look like my curtain. I'm still figuring things out in this house. I'm still trying to like get pieces of furniture together. I'm still trying to furnish it and, you know, just get settled. But yeah, for now this is going to be my setup, at least for this video. But yeah, as I was saying, so Tanzania was actually one of the countries I considered doing my final year in, but by the time I realized what the process was, it was going to be too late for me to apply. It was too long. You have to verify your university, they have to make sure it's accredited and all that, and that was going to take more time than I wanted it to. So I just decided I would push it to this year and then come and do my internship here. The reason I didn't do my internship in Botswana, I think I already mentioned this in my September vlog. If you haven't watched it, watch it here. But in that video I explained that I don't like how internship is done in Botswana. I feel like it's more of a filling spaces type of situation than a teaching you the things you need to know as a doctor type of situation. Well, at least that's how it was in the hospital that I did my clerkship at. Someone asked me what is my actual job. I don't understand this question. My actual job is being a doctor. I'm a doctor. So someone asked me, are you in Tanzania to do your internship so you can write your PLAB and then apply for a job in the UK, or are you there so that you can do your internship and apply for a position as a medical officer, since HPCSA is more willing to accept people that have done internship already than those who don't? Yes and no. The reason I came here was because it was going to be a quicker and easier process while I figure out what I actually want to do for the rest of my life. But at the same time, I don't want to just, you know, be like on a standstill trying to figure things out. So I decided, let me just start my internship and get it over and done with while I decide, am I going to write board somewhere else? Am I going to stay here? Am I going to go to South Africa? Am I going to go to the UK? What am I going to do? And yeah, the HPCSA right now is a bit of an interesting situation, let me put it like that, because there's all these things that have been changing over the past few years. Every time it's a new story and every time it's something else and things not really stable. So I'm not going to let that, you know, slow me down, and I'm busy waiting for people to decide whether they want us to work there or not. But yeah, I decided to just start in the meantime and decide what to do. If I do write board exams, when I write them, I will let you guys know. How's the medical licensing exam in Tanzania like? So, at the present moment, or rather when I applied, there was no entrance exam, but it seems like as from the next internship intake, there's going to be a pre-internship exam, and from this year they've started a post-internship exam. So the people that finished internship in November, they wrote an exam, and we will probably do the same thing. What hospital am I working in, and do I know Swahili? I'm happy that you're in Tanzania. Thank you. This is one question that I got asked a lot, and it's also the one question that I will not be answering, at least not anytime soon. And it's got nothing to do with the fact that I'm a private person. I wouldn't mind sharing where I work, but the reason I don't want to share is because I don't want people to show up to my workplace looking for me. I think that would be very weird, and I am still new here. I'm still not settled. I don't know how safe things are here, so I'd rather just keep that unknown for a while. But I am in Dar es Salaam. A lot of people seem to ask me, the one question that I got a lot is why I'm here and how I applied here, and the last question I got a lot is which hospital am I working. So how I came here, I've already told you guys. The first thing you do is to verify your degree with the Tanzania Commission of Universities, and then the next thing you do is to actually apply for the internship, of which it's mostly about, once your degree is already verified, the rest of the process becomes easier. You just wait for a date to choose your hospital, and then you choose your hospital. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. You choose another one. It's really that simple. To get your degree verified, it's 50,000 shillings, I think. Or is it 100,000 shillings? I don't remember, but it was something about $50 or $40 something. It wasn't a ridiculous amount to pay for that process of getting your degree verified. And then so they give you a certificate that your degree is recognized by Tanzania, blah 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 blah, blah, and you have to come and collect that in person. And then once you have that certificate, you're able to apply for internship, of which for foreigners you pay a processing fee of $100, actually $105, because $5 for the logbook and then $100 for the processing fee and whatnot. And another thing that you guys should know is that in Tanzania they don't pay foreigners for internship. So just like in Botswana and a few other African countries as well, they don't pay foreigners for an internship. But some hospitals here give an allowance, maybe 20,000, maybe 10,000 shillings for night calls and weekend calls and all that good stuff. So if you're planning on coming here and you're a foreigner, you should know that you're not going to be getting paid by the government, but if you're lucky, your hospital might give you an allowance, which is not much, but it's better than zero. And so yeah, you should make sure that you're able to sustain yourself, because you won't be getting an actual salary. How's life in Tanzania and how did you get a job that fast? I wouldn't say I got a job that fast. I started my process of applying really early, like literally the day after my degree arrived in the mail. I went and got my things legalized, and then I applied for verification of my degree. Life in Tanzania is different. Like, Tanzania isn't static here. They're in Southern Africa, but they're actually East Africa. Like, I understand now why they consider themselves to be East African rather than being Southern African. Like, I've been to Zambia, I've been to Mozambique, Botswana, Zimbabwe, South Africa. Like, life there is pretty much the same, but life here is totally different. When I came here, I felt pretty much the same way I felt when I went to China. Like, things were so different from, you know, the rest of South Africa. The food is different, the life is different, the language obviously is very different, you know, so there's that. But I'm coping, I'm surviving. The weather is bloody hot, like it's flipping hot, and every day I can't breathe. Like right now I'm about to pause this video and switch on the AC again and like continue later because it's so hot, and I can't have the AC on, otherwise you guys won't hear me. It will be that background noise. But yeah, it's hot, the food is different. Like for the first couple of weeks I couldn't eat much because I'd eat something new and then I'd feel like, you know, I would diarrhea and vomit and all that stuff. At some point I was taking omeprazole. At some point I thought I had gastritis. Like I don't even know what's going on. But I'm slowly getting used to life here. I like it here. People are very, very, very friendly. Like people, Tanzanians are the nicest people I've ever met. They're very nice, very friendly. Everyone wants to teach me Swahili. Everyone wants to be my friend. I love it here. I have no complaints so far, and if I do have, I will let you guys know. So how is it working in Tanzania? Is the language a problem, or have you learned Swahili? So I'm still learning Swahili because I already speak 9 other languages, or rather I've already learned 9 other languages, and this is the 10th one. Things are a bit easier for me. Like I'm learning it pretty okay. Obviously I'm not fluent yet or anything, but I'm sure within the next like 2 months or so I'll be fine, I'll be good. There's times obviously when there's things I don't understand or things that I can't say, so I have to have like a nurse or someone to help me, but other than that it's pretty okay. I'm quite fine. I have no complaints, I have no problems. Are you planning on working in South Africa after a few years? Yes, to put it simply, yes. Is it normal for doctors in your region to work every day, no days off ever? Apparently it is. I was shocked at the working hours. Like I work from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day, but we have an arrangement where on Sundays only the people that are on call go to work. So I pretty much work 6 days a week unless I'm off on Sunday, and then our calls are like 30-hour calls. So like you go to work at 7 in the morning and you leave the next day like at lunchtime. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm pretty much used to it now, and you just have to make a routine that works for you, and it's pretty fine. So we're already almost 20 minutes into this video and there's still so many questions, so I'm going to pick up the pace a little. What are the requirements if you want to work as a doctor outside of your country? So obviously this depends on the country you actually want to work in. If you want to work in Botswana, they have their requirements. You have to be a Botswana citizen. There's no exam or anything. You just have to be a Botswana citizen, or have lived there for a long time, or have parents that are working there, or something of that sort. In Tanzania, you just have to have your degree recognized by Tanzania. And then probably now there's going to be a pre-internship exam. If you want to work in South Africa, you have to do the boards. You know, different countries have different regulations, so you just have to find out which country specifically you want to go to. What is the biggest strength and lesson you learned this year? Oh my god, guys, this year was absolute shit. Like, I don't even want to lie to you. There's a point this year where I just like cried every day for like a good week. I was like, what the hell is this? Like, what is this nonsense we're calling a year? But eventually I realized that this year has actually been pretty amazing. This year, I mean, I obviously wouldn't call it the best year of my life because of all the crazy things that have happened and all the loss that we've had, like in general, but I survived, and things went pretty well for me. Like, everything I wanted has worked out. Yes, I didn't get to graduate. Yes, I didn't walk across the stage. Yes, I got my degree in the mail, but I got my degree. I got a job. I'm working as a doctor. So, you know, things like that. I reached, at the beginning of the year, I said to myself that I want to reach 5,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I doubled, tripled that, you know. It's things like that. So things like that make me very grateful, and I've learned that things will just play out the way they will, and that nothing is in your control ever. Like, I learned not to over plan things, obviously, this year. I was such a big planner. Like, I used to plan every single thing. I didn't plan my November, I didn't plan my December, but life is still okay for me. Like, I'm learning to, like, you know, let go a little and just, you know, manage the things that I need to. I don't have to like plan every single thing. And so it's things like that. I learned that in life will happen, and you just have to ride along and hold on to that journey we call life. That's the biggest lesson I've learned this year. What's your usual meal timings? So currently, this is still a problem for me. I'm still trying to like learn how, I'm still trying to like make a routine, but when I have made a routine, you guys will definitely be the first ones to see it. I'm very excited to share my 2021 morning routine with you guys, especially. But for my meals, typically in the morning, depending on what time I leave. Sometimes I have breakfast at home because I leave my house at 6 or 6:15 latest sometimes. So it's quite early to have a proper like full breakfast. So sometimes I just like boil an egg and have a cup of coffee and go. Or sometimes I don't eat at all, or sometimes I just have fruit and go. But when I get to work, we have the morning meeting, we start our rounds, and after rounds, typically around 10 or 11, I have breakfast. Like, I'll buy a samosa or something, or like a proper breakfast at the coffee shops. And then I usually have my lunch between 2 and 3, or like 1:30 to 2:30, that period. And then I come back home and I make my dinner around 6. So that's my usual meal timings, and I haven't been snacking lately because I haven't like decided what I want to be snacking on, and I'm usually too busy anyway. That was such a random question. What's your future plans? Do you plan on residing in Tanzania? Honestly, at this point, I don't know. I have no complaints so far, so I actually wouldn't mind living here and staying for a little longer. But at the same time, I am also tired of, you know, moving about. Went from Ukraine to China to Botswana, now to Tanzania. You know, I want to, you know, settle. So whether I go back home or whether I settle here, I really don't care. I just want to not move again for a while at least, but we'll see. You know me, you guys. Everything in my life is unpredictable. I can be sitting in a totally different continent next year at this time, but we'll see. Why did you move to Tanzania? Are you working there now? Do a video of your routine there, please. So I've already answered most of this, but I will definitely be doing a lot of routine videos. I will even be showing you guys a day in my life as a doctor, a day in my life in the hospital, you know, those kind of things. What if you have loads of work to complete and your mood isn't on place? You're tired. Would you still? No, I don't force myself to do anything when I'm tired ever. When I'm tired, it's time to rest. I know myself. Otherwise, I'll just have a total breakdown and not do anything at all for like the next 2 weeks. So it's very important for me to always take a break. A lot of people ask me when I'm going to Kenya. I think I need to make a trip soon, like real soon. What are my long-term goals, the ones that I'm willing to share, of course? So obviously, number one, I want to specialize. I'm still making a decision on what exactly I'm going to specialize in and whether I'm going to go directly into it or I'm going to do something else first. I want to obviously grow my businesses, all 3 of them. Actually, you guys only know about 2 of them. There's one that I haven't shared with you yet. I obviously want to grow my social media, grow big on YouTube, grow big on Instagram and all that good stuff. And I just want to thrive as a person. Like, my personal goal is to like be a better person, obviously, with each new day that comes. And yeah. Apartment tour. I will do an apartment tour when I furnish my house and everything. Currently still haven't furnished, like I just have like bits and pieces, the basics, but once I'm all furnished and done, I will definitely show you guys. Always say you're studying and I thought you were done with school. What do you study? Guys, one thing you need to know is that in medicine the studying never stops. Like, you're always gonna have something to read. Even the specialists still read from time to time, so you always have to keep yourself up to date. Medicine is a lot of work, so you gotta find that you forget a lot of things and you always have to remind yourself. And for me, the biggest challenge even is the fact that I studied in China, somewhere where it's very different, somewhere that's very different from where I'm working, and so you have to bridge those gaps. Things like HIV and AIDS that we see a lot in Africa. In China, we only did that like as a subtopic of a subtopic, so I don't know anything when it comes to HIV, so I always have to read. Things like malaria, I learned malaria like in detail for the first time when I came here, because like out of 10 admissions a night, like 7 of them will be malaria cases, you know. So you have to read all the time, so you're up to date with the things that are going on where you're working. Like especially if you studied somewhere and then you go and work somewhere different, you're gonna have a lot of reading to do. Tour, beach tour. So I already covered house tour, beach tour. I did a beach vlog. Like, I stayed in this resort for a while I was waiting for internship to start. You can watch the video here if you haven't already. Where am I working now and do I plan on specializing? I already said that I'm not going to be mentioning where exactly I'm working, but I do have plans on specializing. I'm just not sure when I'm going to do that. Am I going to do that immediately after internship, or am I going to wait a little first? Oh, this video is already long. I just want to let you know that I love you so much. Love from you. Say thank you so much. And the rest is all the same. Why did you choose Tanzania? Where are you working? Are you an intern? What do you do? Blah 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 blah. How did I apply and all that good stuff. So yeah, this is all the questions that I got. A lot of you asked the same questions. Where am I? What am I doing in Tanzania? Why am I in Tanzania? How did I come to Tanzania? How long am I staying in Tanzania? How is it going here? How can you guys come as well? And so yeah, if you guys want a detailed video on the process of coming to do internship in Tanzania, then let me know and I might consider doing that maybe on my IGTV, or if a lot of you really want to see it, then I might consider doing it on here. But yeah, these are all the questions that I got. I answered as many of them as I could in this 30-minute or however long this is going to be video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, leave a comment. If you have any more questions, you can leave them in the comment section and I will definitely get back to you. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.